Next, we are going to study about oxidation of aldehydes. So, already we finished the oxidation of ketones, which will take place only under vigorous conditions, because under ordinary condition it is very difficult to oxidize a ketone. Today we are going to study about oxidation of aldehydes. Remember, an aldehyde, we know that there are, in order to oxidize, we need oxidizing agents, isn't it? And we know that there are mild oxidizing agents and strong oxidizing agents. Which are the mild oxidizing agents we studied? Yes, CrO3, PCC, copper and heat. If we heat with copper also, it will come as a mild oxidizing agent. Now, the common strong oxidizing agents are, yes, alkaline KMnO4, acidified potassium dichromate, that is a way of writing, or we can use concentrated HNO3 also. Sometimes we are using nitric acid also as a strong oxidizing agent. Remember, an aldehyde always on oxidation, we are getting carboxylic acid. So, how we can write it as aldehyde always on oxidation, we are getting carboxylic acid. Whether we are using mild oxidizing agent or strong oxidizing agent, we get always carboxylic acid. For example, here we have CH3, CH2, CHO. Above the arrow, the reagent given is CrO3. From the reagent, we know that it is a mild oxidizing agent. Now we have to see so here the reaction taking place is oxidation, and here the reactant is an aldehyde. So we know that an aldehyde always on oxidation we are getting carboxylic acid. So as we are studying always, how to write the answer easily, replace CHO by COOH. So how we can write the product as, replace the CHO by COOH, remaining part you can copy. So the product will be CH3, CH2, COOH. Okay. Now the second compound is benzaldehyde is undergoing oxidation. How we can identify that it is oxidation? Because the reagent given is HNO3. So it is a strong oxidizing agent. We know that the reaction taking place here is oxidation. And we know that an aldehyde always on oxidation we are getting carboxylic acid. So replace CHO by COOH. So the product will be okay. So if an aldehyde is undergoing oxidation, whether it is strong or a weak oxidizing agent, simply replace CHO by COOH and we get carboxylic acid. And remember, with same number of carbon atoms, because there is no breaking of bonds. Next we have the oxidation of aldehydes using few mild oxidizing agent, very weak oxidizing agents. And remember, these are used to distinguish aldehyde from ketones. Okay, remember. So by using these mild oxidizing agents, we can distinguish an aldehyde from a ketone. Already in the previous videos, when we studied nucleophilic addition reactions, we studied about 2,4-DNP test, isn't it? 2,4-DNP or Bosch's reagent test. What is the use of that test? Yes, it is used to distinguish aldehyde and ketone from other functional group. For example, if you want to distinguish an aldehyde from carboxylic acid, we can do 2,4-DNP test. Aldehyde will give you orange precipitate, acid won't give. And if you want to distinguish a ketone from an amine, we can use 2,4-DNP test. Amine won't give orange PPT, but ketones can give orange PPT with 2,4-DNP. So 2,4-DNP is used to distinguish aldehyde and ketone from other functional groups. Now here, using these mild oxidizing agents, we can distinguish aldehyde and ketone, or we can distinguish an aldehyde from a ketone or a ketone from an aldehyde. Okay, so the first mild oxidizing agent what we are going to study is Tollens test or Tollens reagent. Note down these points. First we have to study what is Tollens reagent. That is a board question. What is Tollens reagent? It is ammoniacal silver nitrate solution. What is Tollens reagent? Ammoniacal silver nitrate solution. That means silver nitrate mixed with ammonium hydroxide. Ammoniacal silver nitrate solution. And remember, it is a mild oxidizing agent. And what is the change happening, or what is the chemistry behind the reaction? This mild oxidizing agent oxidizes aldehydes to, remember, it is oxidized to what? Carboxylate ion. So, Tollens reagent being a mild oxidizing agent, it oxidizes aldehydes to what? Carboxylate anion or carboxylate ion. Now, what is the observation we have? The observation is, we can see the formation of a bright silver mirror. We can observe what is observation here. In 2,4-DNP we have orange or yellow PPT. So for Tollens test or with Tollens reagent, what is observation? Formation of a bright silver mirror, and the silver mirror is due to the formation of metallic silver. Bright silver mirror is due to the formation of metallic silver. So this is about the reagent and the chemistry behind the reaction. So how we can write the general equation for Tollens test? RCHO represents an aldehyde is reacting with Tollens reagent. We know that Tollens reagent is ammoniacal silver nitrate solution. So silver nitrate mixed with ammonium hydroxide. When silver nitrate is mixed with ammonium hydroxide, it forms a complex. So here we are writing ionic equation. So remember, whatever is given in our textbook only we can write for the board exam. So here ionic equation is compulsory. So silver present in the silver nitrate forms a complex with ammonium hydroxide, and the formula of the complex is AgNH3 twice square bracket plus 3OH minus. OH minus is representing because it is ammoniacal silver nitrate mixed with ammonium hydroxide. So OH minus. RCHO will be converted to RCOO minus. So CHO or aldehyde is converted to carboxylate anion, and this is our Tollens reagent. So this is representing the Tollens reagent, and the Tollens reagent is getting reduced to metallic silver. It is reduced to metallic silver. At the same time, aldehyde is oxidized. Remember, aldehyde will be oxidized to carboxylate anion. At the same time, Tollens reagent or ammoniacal silver nitrate will be reduced to metallic silver, and the byproducts are 2 into 2, 4 ammonia plus 2 water. This is about the general equation. For example, If CH3CHO is reacting with Tollens reagent, how we can write the equation as CH3CHO plus Tollens reagent formula is AgNH3 twice square bracket plus 3OH minus giving CHO will be converted to CH3COO minus will be oxidized to CH3COO minus plus this will be reduced to metallic silver. So 2Ag. Below that you have to write silver mirror. Plus what we are getting 4NH3 plus 2 water. And this will be always the common byproducts. Only we need to study what happens to aldehyde. Again with benzaldehyde, the same equation. What happens? CHO will be oxidized to plus again the remaining part will be common. So what is the use of this Tollens reagent or Tollens test? Suppose if two compounds are given to you marked as capital A and capital B, compound A and compound B, and they are telling that one is aldehyde and one is ketone. The question is to identify which is aldehyde and which is ketone. How will you identify? Add Tollens reagent to both the test tube. You have to warm the mixture. Very important. An aldehyde or ketone, an aldehyde on warming with Tollens reagent, it can form bright silver mirror inside the test tube. So the test tube in which bright silver mirror formation takes place will be aldehyde, and the other one will be the ketone, because ketone won't undergo oxidation under mild conditions. Okay. So if a question comes to distinguish between, note down this question, to distinguish between CH3CO, CH3 and CH3CHO. How can we write the answer as? Treat both the compounds, or on warming both the compounds with ammoniacal silver nitrate. When we write the distinguish between question answer, we must specify the reagent. So both the compounds we have to warm with ammoniacal silver nitrate. CH3CHO will give you bright silver mirror, and this one no silver mirror. So we can identify both the compounds. Yes. So note down this question also along with the answer. Now the next mild oxidizing agent is Felling's test or Felling's reagent. What is Felling's reagent? It is a mixture of Felling A and Felling B. What is Felling A? It is aqueous copper sulfate which is blue in color. So Felling A is blue colored aqueous copper sulfate solution, and Felling B is alkaline solution of sodium potassium tartrate, which is also known as Rochelle salt. And the color of Rochelle salt is, it is colorless. So here what we have to remember is how to prepare the Felling reagent. Here we have Felling A and Felling B. So before we add to the organic compound, in two test tube, in one test tube you take Felling A, that is blue colored copper sulfate solution, and the second test tube you take Rochelle salt in equal volume in another test tube which is colorless. Mix these two each other. So first we have to prepare the Felling reagent. So when you mix Felling A and Felling B, you will be getting a deep blue colored solution. So what is the color of blue Fellings reagent? Blue colored reagent. Only after mixing A and B. Okay. Now, what are the points to remember here? So remember, this is also a mild oxidizing agent. That means it can oxidize only aldehydes to carboxylic acid. Oxidizes, here also aldehyde is oxidized to carboxylate anion. And here the observation is the reddish brown precipitate of Cu2O, that is cuprous oxide. The general reaction can be written as RCHO represents any aldehyde on reaction with Cu2 plus ions from Felling A, that is copper sulfate. OH minus is representing, we are using alkaline solution, or the medium is alkaline here, so that is represented by OH minus. What happens here? The aldehyde will be oxidized to carboxylate anion, and what happens to the reagent itself? Cu2 plus is reduced to, note down all these points, the chemistry is very important. The reagent being an oxidizing agent itself is reduced to the reddish brown precipitate of cuprous oxide. For example, if acetaldehyde is undergoing reaction with Fellings reagent, so how we can write CH3CHO plus 2Cu2 plus plus 5 OH minus giving CH3CHO will be oxidized to CH3COO minus plus Cu2 plus will be reduced to Cu2O. So here to represent it as a precipitate, downward arrow, write the observation reddish brown plus we are getting. So again here also, if we want to identify or distinguish an aldehyde from a ketone, instead of Tollens test you can use Fellings test also. Okay, so when you add Fellings reagent, so here also remember you have to warm the mixture. If you warm a compound with Fellings reagent and if you are getting the reddish brown precipitate, the compound will be an aldehyde. So the same question we can write here also, how we can distinguish between CH3COCH3 and CH3CHO. The answer is on warming the compounds with Fellings reagent, no need to, it is not, we can write, we have to write we have to compulsorily write the reagent, that is on heating with or on warming with these compounds, on warming with Fellings reagent, bracket you need to specify what is Felling A and Felling B. Only CH3CHO will give the reddish brown precipitate of Cu2O, and here no reddish brown PPT. And you must specify which compound will give and which compound won't give the characteristic observation. So when we write distinguish between test, reagent is compulsory, observation is also compulsory. So this is about the second mild oxidizing agent, that is Fellings reagent. And remember the most important point, all the aldehydes can give reddish brown precipitate with Fellings reagent except benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde plus Fellings reagent, no reaction. Mark it as very important here. Aromatic aldehydes, for example benzaldehyde, won't give characteristic precipitate with Felling's test. So remember, all the aldehydes can give you bright silver mirror with Tollens reagent, but except benzaldehyde, all other aldehydes can give you the precipitate with Felling's reagent. Okay. So these are the two mild oxidizing agents used to distinguish an aldehyde from a ketone. So remember once again, all aldehydes will give you bright silver mirror with Tollens test. Except benzaldehyde, all other aldehydes will give you reddish brown precipitate with Felling's test. Thank you.